An update now on the lake fire burning near Zaca Lake in Santa Barbara County near the Los Padres National Forest. Now, you can see here on our live shot, our photographer Jason Orr is in a Los Olivos area. Look how thick this smoke is and look how much of it there is. The last number we got for acres was about 300 acres. That was some time ago, and the spread of this fire looks to be pretty robust. It's moving to the southwest, so toward the Neverland area. Also, our photojournalist on scene here, Jason, reports that some ash has actually fallen from this plume of smoke. And earlier we actually tried to see through it. It's difficult because it's getting really, really thick. This is a view from an alert camera, and you can see sort of how that southwesterly movement is happening. Now, there's a resort there at Zaca Lake that has been evacuated. 0% containment, I would assume. Now, we have seen air takers in the area, a limited number of them, according to Jason. I've been watching their flight paths on the internet. It does look like they've made at least a couple of passes and also a mapping pass of this to try to figure out just how big it is. But again, it's out here in the wilderness. Now, what's interesting about this fire, a lot of folks in this area who've lived here a long time remember the Zaca fire from 2007. It burned for a month and a half. 240,000 acres, and it started on July 4th. This is July 5th. This is very rugged country out here. Now, obviously not a lot of folks live out there, but the air quality can always be a concern based on where the plume is going to go here. Fire weather warning in the entire region here, including that area. Now, this goes through Saturday morning, but now we have an active fire in place, and the heat's going to be on in the interior again tomorrow. That area today was 100+ degrees and really dry. You can see moisture is nearby, but not available at higher elevations, especially once it crawls up into those higher elevations. It's dry. It can be locally windy. Thus far, the winds have not been a major factor. But once a fire is going, you just need a little bit of it. And again, movement southwesterly at this point. So lake fire here, there is just sort of a general supply of some southwesterly winds here. And the hours ahead, I think we're going to stay quite warm well into the evening here. So not a lot of relief. This is very difficult for firefighters on the ground. Of course, at this point, probably a lot of folks just getting to the scene to start managing this fast growing fire. Outside of that, the interior is going to be very hot again tomorrow, even hotter than today. It was a record-setting day today. And we have this excessive heat warning into the middle of next week. Like clockwork, when it gets this hot, this long, this dry, fires break out and it can be problematic. Paso Robles is still 109 degrees right now. So that really covers all of the interior temperatures like that. 112, the record high today, 110, the old record from 2007, the day the Zaca fire started, the day after, I should say. So 92 is average here. Heat advisory remains for the coastal valleys tomorrow. We're going to see some daytime highs getting into the mid-90s. So we're expecting about 116 in the interior tomorrow. Community Cast sees temperatures drop quickly Sunday through the rest of the week. But remember, 92 is an average daytime high, so we're going to be 10, 12 degrees above average in this forecast. San Luis is hotter than average, with 77 being average for the weekend, 90s then 80s. Elsewhere, yes, the temperatures do come down. A lot to keep in mind tonight. Continuing coverage right here on KSBY and online.